Kiki, great to see you. Welcome to Pop Alternative.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Have you had a chance to kind of like soak everything in and this journey that you've been on? Like it's fresh, but like have you had a chance to think about it at all?
Um, Throughout the day, it's been like it's been a little bit of a roller coaster. I did have I had a little break and I was reading through like Twitter and people were just sending me things, and I had a little teary moment of joy of just like wow. Okay, so she's left. She felt I feel seen. It's still a process.
Yeah, uh, absolutely. All we have to do is just take it day by day. That's all you could do, really.
Yeah, yep.
What's that first day like on RuPaul Drag Race UK season 6? That first day, even before you're able to kind of like take everything in, that first day like for you?
So like in the hotel, preparing, getting ready, getting into the glam, and it's just like it still hadn't even sunk in. Then we're like driven to the studios, and it's like, hey, what's actually happening? And until you literally turn and walk into that workroom, it all then just goes, okay, switch on. Here we are. It's crazy. It's real. It's also a fantasy, and I'm a Pisces, so I stay living in my fantasy.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is actually the fantasy that I've envisioned. And you're like a Barbie or Bratz doll in this big dollhouse
Yeah,
with
totally.
other trash queens.
Oh, absolutely. And it's interesting too because you know with Drag Race, there's so much to love about it, and there's like you said, the glam and the competition component, and people love the drama. But I'm just wondering, like, I feel like it's a big like anytime someone has an opportunity to go on something like RuPaul's Drag Race, it's a big kind of life learning experience, right? So like, what were some
Yeah.
learning experiences for you moving forward that you'll take for future journeys on the show?
I definitely say more patience, like with myself,
Yeah.
to just like hone everything in and just be one with myself whilst working with others, which is such a learning curve. Um, and yeah, just taking the time really, I think is the biggest thing.
Yeah, absolutely. What can you say about your relationship with the other queens? Because it's a tough, right? Because you're with all the queens all the time, but there's competition also. So
Yeah.
is it this like push and pull ping pong match with that?
Um, at first I thought there would be, especially on the first day, because it's like some of the queens know each other, some of us know like we've worked with each other, or it's just like fully fresh. But with this season where we all kind of just like gelled instantly and it was like really advocating for each other. As much as there was a competition, it was like, we're all here now. We're all gonna be sisters. We've all got to do it. I will slay you in the runway, but you might say me in the maxi challenge or something. And there was no like pull. Obviously, yeah, the dramas, it makes good TV.
Slay, I
Like,
think you're onto something. Slay Sisters. We should get that on a t-shirt.
oh, Slay Sisters, you heard it here first, people.
That's
But
pretty
yeah,
good, isn't it?
I love it. And if you get that merch, I'll be taking some royalties. Thank you. But yeah, there's definitely just like everyone just becomes such a unit because we're all just going through the same thing. And it's like we understand the ups and the downs of each other.
Yeah. Well, competitions and reality shows, it's an emotional roller coaster. Sometimes it feels like it's a
Mm-hmm.
roller coaster that you can't get off because there's ups and downs, twists and turns. When does it start officially feeling like that roller coaster I just described? Is it a couple seasons? Is it a couple of weeks in? Is it at the end before elimination? Like when does the roller coaster aspect of it really kind of sink in for you?
Probably a couple of episodes in because it is just so much.
Yeah.
And you're still trying to process just being there. And then you're like, oh, okay, actually, no. Boom, Rue's gonna go and throw a spanner in the works now. And you kind of just you get into that routine, you're like, cool, I know what's coming, but also I don't know what's coming. I'm just expecting this. And like kind of you get ready to just expect the unexpected.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's definitely a couple weeks in, you're like, oh,
Yeah.
here we are.
Absolutely. Kiki, I wanted to thank you so much for taking some time to chat about your journey on RuPaul Drag Race UK Season 6. It was great chatting with you.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me, Mata.
Your Instagram account is where people keep up to date with everything, right?
Yes. That's just Kiki Snatch, KIKISNATCH.
Hashtag Slay Sisters.
Hashtag Slay Sisters, unapologetic bad bitch. Ow.
Awesome.
Thank you for tuning in to Popternative. Make sure to check out our past episodes of Popternative on YouTube.
This has been an Autograph Communications production.